Hello friends and welcome to another video lesson from BBO Stuff. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe and click the bell so that you can be notified of new uploads. This video is in the playlist called Linux tutorial, and here we'll be learning about the last line mode command. So in the previous video, we've touched on the VI modes, which are namely command mode, insert mode, and last line mode. So give me some time and I'm gonna paste it in here just for your recollection. Okay. So there are three modes in the VI command. The command mode, which is the default mode once you enter or you have just executed the VI command. You have the insert mode, which allows you to enter text or modify text into a text file. And lastly, you have the last line mode, which is used for file operations and advanced commands. Okay, so in this video, we will be touching more on the last line modes, and then you will see why it's called last line. Before that, let me just paste also here the last line mode commands, which I have also shown in the previous video, which is the intro to the VI command of Linux. So we have a couple of last line mode commands. This is not everything, but this is most of it. You have escape :q. The escape is meant to bring you to command mode. That's the point of it. So escape :q. That is used for quitting or closing a file. Escape :w is for saving without exiting. So you want to save, which is write. W means write, and then continue with your work. The escape :q exclamation point or exclamation mark is for quitting without saving, while escape :wq is a combination of two commands, W for write, which is save, and Q for quit, which is for closing the file. Okay, so those are the four that we'll be trying out and demoing to you in this video. Let me just open an existing file, okay, using so remember, when you want to create a text file using VI, or you want to open an existing text file, the syntax is the same, VI space, and then the file name. Okay, so in my case, this is an existing file, so it will just open that existing file. All right, so as mentioned in the previous video, once we execute the VI command, we enter it, we are in the command mode. So what you see here is a text file, and if I try to type the letter X, which is lowercase, for instance, instead of displaying the letter X in the Notepad in this editor, it will not do that because we are in the command mode. So it will be interpreted as the special VI command for editing, which is a deletion of a single character. So when I try to enter or type the letter X now, it is not really entering X, but it is doing a deletion of a single character. Okay, so that's because we are in the command mode. Okay, again, in this video, we'll be touching on at least 4 of the last line modes, so-called last line. It's called last line because when you execute it, the focus, the cursor goes to the last line of the file in your view, in your console, okay? So let's just say after doing that, so I've just done some deletion, which is in effect a sort of editing of the file. I've changed the file by deleting some characters, right? So if I say I want to quit or exit this file, I will do escape :. So while the escape is pressed, you press on :, it brings you to the last line. That's why it's called the last line mode command. And then I'll enter the lowercase q, which is quit. But if I press enter now, I see a message in here in red which says no write since last change, meaning it's another way of saying, are you sure you really want to close this file? Because I can see that you have made some changes to the file. Are you serious you want to close the file, or do you want to save it first? So that's the meaning of this one. So we have just used the first command, which is escape :q, which is to quit, but we are faced with this kind of message. Okay, it's not an error, but it's just some kind of warning or reminder to you. So what I will do next is instead I will do a save, which is escape colon. Okay, while the escape button is pressed, you press on colon, and then I will press or type the letter W, which is W for write, when it will do a save. Not only save, but it will do a save without exiting the file. So if I enter, it saves the changes and it doesn't close the file. Okay, that's the second command. Next is I may want to maybe make a couple of changes to this file. So right now, again, we are in command mode. So if I want to switch to the insert mode, I will do an escape colon. It brings me to the last line. That's why it's a last line mode. And then I will, this time, I want to just switch to an insert mode. Okay, lowercase I. So I'm switching from command mode to insert mode, which allows me to enter text. When I escape colon I, and then I press enter, okay, it allows me to, sorry. No. Yeah, let me just close this. So when you enter, you are in command mode. If I wanna insert text, you switch to insert mode. Escape I, not escape colon. So escape I. So once you're in insert mode, you see the word insert in uppercase displayed at the bottom. And then now you're ready to enter text. So you can enter text as freely as you can. You can use the space bar as freely as you can. You can press the enter and it goes to the next line. You can still type some more words there, whatever words you want to type, space bar, enter, and you have made a couple of changes to this file already. So now the next thing we're gonna do is for you to experience or see quitting without saving. Okay, so okay, escape colon Q exclamation. Okay, and then it will quit without saving. Okay, I think we've done that before, but anyway, it's for practice. So you can see that after opening the file, whatever changes I've made, deletion, entering of text, entering of spaces, and some empty lines are not there because I quit without saving. Now, if I want to do some changes to this file, maybe some kind of deletion, maybe using the letter X, maybe doing a line delete. If I go down, I can do a line delete with the command double D. Don't worry about these commands because I'll be touching on them on some other video, but just now, we want you to get to a comfort level of getting used to switching from command mode to insert mode and also to the last line mode. Okay, remember that when you're unsure at which mode you are, you just press escape and it brings you to the command mode. All right, so now like for instance, now you're not sure what mode you are in, you can just press escape and it brings you to the command mode. And if I want to do a line delete, I would just press double D and it will do a line deletion. Okay, so the last command I'm gonna do here is to save and quit. So it's another of those last line mode commands. So I do escape colon. Okay, while escape is pressed, I will type colon. It brings me to the last line of the file, and then I will type W Q and in lowercase. This is a combination of two commands, write, which is a saving action, as well as Q, quit, which is the one that is for exiting. Okay, write, quit, which is, it will do two things at the same time, I mean, in sequence. It will save your changes and then it will close the file. Okay, so if you open this file again, then it has saved my changes, which is consisting of deletion of a couple of lines. Okay, so again, in this video, I refreshed your memory on the three modes used in VIA, which are command mode, insert mode, and last line mode. And finally, we got to experience using four commands, which are in the last line mode. Okay, one is the quitting, escape colon Q. I'll just paste it in here. Okay. So quit, which is escape colon Q. Save without exiting, which is escape colon W. Quit without saving, which is escape colon Q exclamation, as well as save and quit, which is escape colon WQ, which is a combination of two commands. Okay. Thank you for watching. That's all for this time, and thank you for listening. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.